Hey, it's BJ with Very Basic Bible. Share my screen. There you go. Let's go find a Bible verse to do a very basic Bible topic. If you look up in the top left, I got these on the top. You got these tabs. You got Bible Hub, BibleGateway.com, thebible.org, GT/, and then thebible.org. These two are exactly the same. So what we want to do here, change versions. Let's go. So you got more versions to compare to one another. Get the old New King James right here, Berean Study Bible. And I usually put the New Revised Standard Version here. Right here, I put my Catholic edition, CPTV, give them some representative. The NIV changes to the NIRV. Let's see. New International Version, New International Reader's Version. Yeah. Right here, we got the old Web World English Bible, and then the easy to read version. Right there. Easy to read. Why not? Save. Let's do this. Let's go find us something to read. I'm going to type in Habakkuk. Watch this. 4:3. Okay. What? No results found. Oh, come on. I misspelled it. Habakkuk right here has 3 Ks. I believe. KK, UK. Okay. But there's something else actually. Some of you are like, BJ, that's completely wrong. All right, look. Genesis, Exodus, Leviticus, Numbers, Deuteronomy, Joshua, Judges, Ruth. We'll go past all that down into the Psalms, Proverbs. Now we're in the prophets. Habakkuk. 3K. 1, 2, right there. Okay. You might have seen something else about Habakkuk. All right. Search. No results found. Oh, watch this. Habakkuk. 1, 2, only 3 chapters. Okay. So playing a little game here. Habakkuk 3:3. All right. Let's look at this one verse. No. Read the full chapter. Okay, Habakkuk 3. A prayer of Habakkuk, some people say. Habakkuk. A prayer of Habakkuk, the prophet, according to Shigionoth. Okay. O Lord, I have heard the report of you, and your work, O Lord, do I fear. In the midst of the years, revive it. In the midst of the years, make it known. In wrath, remember mercy. God came from Teman, and the Holy One from Mount Paran. Selah. His splendor covered the heavens, and the earth was full of praise. His brightness was like the light. Rays flashed from his hand, and there he veiled his power. Before him went pestilence, and plague followed at his heels. He stood and measured the earth. He looked and shook the nations. Then the eternal mountains were scattered. The everlasting hills sank low. His were the everlasting ways. I saw the tents of Cushan in affliction. The curtains of the land of Midian did tremble. Was your wrath against the rivers, O Lord? Was your anger against the rivers, or your indignation against the sea? When you rode on your horses, on your chariot of salvation, you stripped the sheath from your bow. Yeah, calling for many arrows. Selah. You split the earth with rivers. The mountains saw you and writhed. The raging waters swept on. The deep gave forth its voice. It lifted its hands on high. Drink of water. The sun and moon stood still in their place, and at the light of your arrows as they sped, at the flash of your glittering spear, you marched through the earth in fury. You threshed the nations in anger. You You went out for the salvation of your people, for the salvation of your anointed. You crushed the head of the house of the wicked, laying him bare from thigh to neck. Selah. You pierced with his own arrows the heads of his warriors. You came like a whirlwind to scatter me, rejoicing as if to devour the poor in secret. You trampled the sea with your horses, the surging of mighty waters. I hear, and my body trembles. My lips quiver at the sound. Rottenness enters into my bones. My legs tremble beneath me, yet I will quietly wait for the day of trouble to come upon us, upon people who invade us. Habakkuk rejoices in the Lord. Though the fig trees should not blossom, nor fruit be on the vines, the produce of the olive fell, and the fields yield no food. The flock be cut off from the fold, and there be no herd in the stalls, yet I will rejoice in the Lord. I will take joy in the God of my salvation. God, the Lord, is my strength. He makes my feet like the deer's. He makes me tread on high places. To the choir master with stringed instruments. Oh, yeah, the little D right there. If you go down footnotes, go from the D, go to the footnotes A, B, C, D. My stringed instruments. Oh, okay, okay. Hey, they're mine. All right. Look at some other footnotes. 3:9, the meaning of the Hebrew line is uncertain. 3:13, the meaning of the Hebrew line is uncertain. Let's look at 3:9. You strip the sheath from your bow, calling for many arrows. There's B. Yeah. If we click on it, the meaning of the Hebrew line is uncertain. What about C? If you look down, there's a C right there. Okay, what does it say? Oh, the meaning of the Hebrew line is uncertain. Okay. You crush the head of the wicked, laying him bare from thigh to neck. I wonder which of these is uncertain. Is it this one? Is it this? Is it the whole verse? Maybe just laying him bare. Oh, yeah, up here too. You strip the sheath from your bow, calling for many arrows. I wonder if it's calling for many arrows. I wonder if it's you strip the sheath from your bow, calling for many arrows. Many arrows? I'm not sure. Okay, Habakkuk 3:5, feet. 3:5 right there. Before him went pestilence, and plague followed at his feet. They put heels because nowadays, when you're running, you're like, oh no, it's right at like you're trying to get away from something, whether you're driving, you're running, or just in life. You're like, I thought I got away from that bad situation. I was living in one town, I moved to another, I got new friends, and it's right at my heels. Like if you're a burglar and the cops are investigating you, and you're like, man, the cops are on my heels. You're not necessarily running. They're um, you could say sickness is on my heels because you haven't had much food or water. You're really hot. You're afraid if you don't get inside soon, you might get heat stroke. Oh, it's right on my heels. It could be metaphorical. Probably why they put heels because we English people, English speakers would English, like from Britain. We English speakers would understand that. Selah. Go look up. I know I've got this one open and I got these 7 translations right there. And then I made sure and changed this one to 7 translations. But for now, go look at Selah. We'll go to Bible Hub just for fun, just to use another Bible website. Say, dude, look at this. Habakkuk 3:3. Selah, his glory covered the heavens and his praise filled. Man, I bet filled the earth. I bet. Habakkuk, no, we were just there. Okay, Selah. God sends up Psalms. PS is Psalm. A Psalm. PS. Psalm. Okay, so let's go down. Oh, that's it. Okay. So it seems like there's a lot of Selah in the Psalms. Psalm 88. Your wrath weighs heavily upon me. All your waves have submerged me. Selah. Oh, that's not one. Man. To the Lord I cry aloud, and he answers me from his holy mountain. Selah. Okay, so the Lord of hosts is with us, for the God of Jacob is our fortress. Selah. I wonder if you type in Selah real quick. All right. In context. Okay, Selah is on the end of this verse. But what if it's the beginning of the next verse? But you are glory, shield about me, my glory and lifter of my head. Psalm 34. In context. I cried aloud to the Lord. He answered me from his holy hill. He answered me, Selah. I lay down and slept. I woke again, for the Lord sustained me. Oh, okay, so it's a praise. Okay, if you look, Selah, Selah, all of these Psalms, Selah in the Psalms, we could go look at all that, but you know. Shigionoth. Why not? Control C, Control V. Let's hit this puppy, hit enter. Shigionoth. Habakkuk 3:1. That's it. Wonder about other translations. I'm going to type in. Okay, here we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7 translations. Going to type in Control V. Shigionoth. Let's see what happens. Habakkuk through Habakkuk. Habakkuk. That 0 on the Net Bible. 0. So some versions don't even have Shigionoth. Control V. Let's see. Shigionoth and not. I bet these other ones say something like stringed instruments. Let's go to Habakkuk 3:1. Why not? Tab 3:1. Close. Please spell check. Yeah, whatever. Yeah, you spell check. Habakkuk 3:1. This version does not consider this part to be a part of the original text. Okay. Oh, look. On behalf of those who are ignorant, rather than according to Shigionoth. And here, set to various music. The easy to read version, the prayer of Habakkuk. Don't even, it's just prayer. Go to Habakkuk 3:1 here. There's my clock. Y'all can hear it. NIV does not consider it a part. Okay. Shigionot. Look at that. Shigionot instead of Shigionoth. NLT, this prayer was sung by the prophet Habakkuk. So they think it's a prayer sung by Habakkuk. You see, maybe Shigionoth is a tune. Maybe it's an instrument. That's why I said stringed instrument. What is Shigionoth? I don't know. Well, you look down here at the very bottom, though. For the leader with stringed instruments. This prayer is for the song leader. It is to be accompanied by stringed instruments. That's why people think it's like a psalm, and other psalms have like, I will play this on an instrument and set to the tune of so and so. That's why they're guessing, oh, this is kind of like a psalm. It's very poetic. It's got, for a song leader, and it's on an instrument. It's got a title. Some of the psalms have titles at the beginning. I'm gonna go to Google. Psalm with musical title. Let's see what happens. Music in the Psalms. Oh, hey, look at that. Psalm 61 right here. Wait, didn't. To the chief musician upon Negina, a Psalm of David. Oh, look at this. Got questions. To what do the various musical terms in the book of Psalms, I bet it's referred to. I bet that's one. Yeah. Psalm 149. No. So we got at least Psalm 61. But there are a bunch of Psalms that are like this. I wonder if Wikiversity. What's this guy? Let's go look. Oh, look. Psalm 4, 6, 54, 55, 61, 67, 76. Let's go look real quick at a Psalm. What did it say? 76? It's the choir master with stringed instruments on a psalm. 76 1. 76 2. His abode has been established in Salem, his dwelling place. And it just stops. For the choir master with stringed instruments, a song of Asaph, a psalm of Asaph, a song. Watch this, I bet. Psalm 76. Okay. These are all in gray because they're not part of the original. I bet. I bet that's what they all think. They all think, well, it's not part of the original. But they've been there for so long. These titles have been there for so long that a lot of Bibles include them. They're part of like ancient teachings, ancient liturgy, ancient church readings, stuff like that. Ancient worship services. They're part of that. So they keep them attached. That's what I'm thinking here. Let me see. Let's go look at Psalm. Why not? Psalm 6. Last Psalm we'll look at. Go back to playing around with that Habakkuk 3. To the leader who, okay, so this one also is not in the Psalm. I want to find one that's actually in the Psalm. 4, 6, 54, 55. Psalm 4. This one also. Psalm 54. I thought I could have 543. That'd be a lot of Psalms to read. I could have swore that there were some to the leader. Maybe there aren't any. Maybe they're all. I have to go look at that. But right now, I want to go look back at Habakkuk 3 because that's where we started. I got Selah, which is very common. Selah. And then right here, why do they change it? It all seems the same. Why do they put this little footnote in? I wonder if other here. Add parallel. Add parallel. Add parallel. Let's look at 4 others. So we got 5 parallels now. Add parallel. Okay. They're super duper skinny. So we're gonna make the screen smaller. You're gonna not be able to read. See, you can't really read that, but you can see there's black right here. That's the black right there. That's the context. That's the little chapter title that they've given us. Let's see if there's one way down at the bottom. All right. Habakkuk rejoices in the Lord. You can't see it, but that's what it says. Starts at verse 17. So if we look, here's verse 17 in this version. But there's no, okay. Verse 17 right here, but there's nothing. We go, okay, ends right to go up. 14, 15. I know you can't see it, but verse 17, there's no, but right here, a hymn of faith is what that says, verse 17. Okay. So some of them, but not very many of them. Oops, I made that really small. Some, but not very many have little that little thing there. Oops, I'm no good at this. Let's get rid of all these now. They put it there because some of the translators think, hey, this is a definite spot where there's a change. Because if you look at it up here, now, Lord, I do fear. His brightness was like light. Rays flashed from his hand. Pestilence and plague. He stood, he measured the earth. He shook the nations. Eternal mountains are scattered right here. Your wrath, your anger, your indignation. You stripped the sheath from your bow. The sun and moon stood still at the light of your arrows as they sped. Oh, so the arrows sped by, and the sun and moon are like, whoa. You crushed the head of the house of the wicked. You trampled the sea. I hear my body trembles, though the fig tree should not blossom, nor fruit on the vines. Man, that still sounds like it sucks. It still sounds like, oh, bad stuff's happening. God's crushing stuff and messing with the mountains, and yet I will rejoice. I think that some of the translators think that verse 17 through 19 is kind of Habakkuk looking back on the song. So here's the song up here. And then Habakkuk's like, though all that stuff's going to happen, fig tree's not going to blossom, vine's not going to, the olive produce is going to fail. The herds won't be in their stalls. In other words, all of our livelihood is going to be gone. No food to eat, no cattle, no produce, no vegetation. Man, we're farmers. What do we do, God? You're taking all this away. Yet I will rejoice in the Lord. And if you look earlier in Habakkuk, Habakkuk is like, hey, God, Israel is really bad. Why are you letting the nation I live in get away with all the bloodshed? And God says, don't worry, Habakkuk. I've got a plan. Israel is really bad. I agree. I'm going to send Babylon to destroy Israel. And then Habakkuk goes, wait, question. Um, isn't Babylon worse than Israel? What are you doing, God? And then Habakkuk's like, oh, far be it from me to question you. And he says, I'll wait for my answer. Well, then God gives him an answer. And Habakkuk says, I guess God's going to destroy everything. So I'll write this song about God being awesome and wonderful and destroying everything. But I will have faith. Now, of course, down here to the choir master of string instruments, that makes it seem like all one giant song. The beginning of the song, I've heard the report and I fear the midst of your years, revive it, like revive me probably, and then make it known. In wrath, remember mercy. So don't be completely bad, God, please. You're holy. Your splendors cover the mountain. The earth is full of your praise, God. His brightness is like bright. So verses 2 through 4 could be its own thing. Then you got pestilence, plague. He shook the nations. You stripped the sheath from your bow, your indignation. You got all that stuff. You will quiet. And then verse 16, I hear my body trembles. My lips quiver at the sound. So I wonder why they didn't start 16 through 19 as the next part. No, because here he's like, you did this, God. You did that, God. You did bad stuff. I hear my body trembles. Rottenness enters my bones. My legs tremble beneath me. Yet I will quietly wait for the day of trouble to come upon the people who invade us. I'm going to wait. All this bad stuff's happening, but I'm going to wait. Because though the fig tree should not blossom, though there be no fruit on the vines, the flock's going to be cut off. That's why his rottenness is going to enter his bones. 16 should, it seems to me. I don't know. But I'm going to wait on the Lord. So although I hear all this bad stuff, although my body trembles and my legs quiver, I will quietly wait on the Lord. Though there's not going to be any fruit, all the herds are going to be gone, yet I will rejoice in the Lord. God, the Lord is my strength. Yeah. Pretty cool, huh? All right. Well, that's good enough, I think, for a good old very basic Bible topic. Compare Habakkuk 3 to other stuff. We could have gone and searched for some of these words and such. We could go search in the midst of your years, revive it. We could look up afraid, chariot. We could just look up chariot. We could look up salvation in the Old Testament. Find all sorts of good stuff. But for now, this is good. All right. We'll see you guys in the next very basic Bible. In the meantime, keep studying.